So today we are going to study about one of the searching algorithm, which is binary search. We already studied linear search, so we all know what is searching. So we have a given set of elements and we have an element to be searched. If the element is there in the array or in the list, we will say the search is successful. Otherwise, search is unsuccessful. So in linear search or sequential search, we compare element to be searched with each and every element, and if the match is found, we will say the element is found. In linear search, if we didn't find the match from the first element to the last element, then we will say it is an unsuccessful search. So listen carefully. So binary search. Binary search is a searching technique which works efficiently on the sorted list. So this is the important point. Binary search works only when the list is sorted. List is sorted means list is either in ascending order or in descending order, but in most of the cases the algorithm is designed in such a way that it works in ascending order. Mayangraj, Renviras, please mute your mic. Okay. So binary search works efficiently on the sorted list. Hence, in order to search an element into some list by using binary search technique, we must ensure that the list is sorted. So if we get a set of elements, first thing is we have to sort those elements in ascending order. Then only we can apply binary search. The last class we studied about some sorting techniques, bubble sort and selection sort. You can use any of the sorting technique. The list is divided into two halves, then the item is compared with middle element of the list. Okay, remaining points I will explain with the help of an example. Okay, here I have an array. I have 8 elements in the array. 8 elements means index positions are 0 to 7. I am using 3 more variables, low, mid and up. I am using 3 variables, low, mid and up. Initially low will be 0. And up will be 7. So here the array size of the array or the number of elements in the array is 8. So low value is 0 and up value is 7. So similarly, when the number of elements is n, the low value will be 0 and up value will be n minus 1. So this array is sorted. So first thing is we will assign low to 0 and up to n minus 1. Here it is 7. Then we will find mid. We find mid by a formula low plus up by 2. What is low here? It is 0. What is up here? 7. What is 7 by 2? 7 by 2 is 3. So we store 3 in a variable called mid. So actually mid points to a middle element. It is not exactly the middle element. It is almost the middle element. So just listen again. 0 is stored in low. That means the minimum elements index value is stored in low. 0 is stored in low. The last value is index, that is 7 is stored in up or n minus 1 is stored in up. Then we will find middle element. Middle element is low plus up by 2, that is 0 plus 7 by 2, that is 3. Here it is integer division, that's why 7 by 2 we got 3, not 3.5. And you just imagine the element to be searched is 33. The element to be searched is 33. So here I have a middle element. Middle element is 44. Middle element is 44. First we will compare this 33 and 44. First we will check whether 33 and 44 are equal. So anyway 33 and 44 are not equal. Listen carefully. 33 and 44 are not equal. Then we will search whether 33 is less than 44. 33 is less than 44. Here 33 is less than 44. So actually what we are doing is we are searching for 33. So since 33 is less than 44, we can discard the right hand part, or we can discard the right side part of 44, because 44 contain the value, the right side part of 44 contain values greater than 44. So here we are searching only 33. So if 33 is in the array, it will be on the left hand side of 44. It will be only in the left hand side of 44. Left hand side of 44. So we have to search it only on the left hand side. So since 33 is less than 44, or the element to be searched is less than element at the middle, element to be searched is less than element in the middle, we have to search only in the left hand side list of that middle element. Left hand side list of that middle element. So what I am doing is I will update the value of up. So here I am searching only in 11, 22 and 33. So up here now the list we have to only search in 11, 22 and 33. So in that list the lower limit is 0 and the upper limit is 2. How I got this upper limit? Upper limit is same as this mid minus 1. Upper limit is same as this mid minus 1. Okay. Then the same technique will apply here. Now the list is a small list. I have low and up. I will calculate mid. Mid is 0 plus 2 by 2. 0 plus 2 by 2. That is 1. So mid is 1. Then again I will compare whether 33 is equal to 22. 33 is not equal to 22. Then I will search whether 33 is less than 22. It is also false. Then we will found 33 is greater than 22. 33 is greater than 22. Now the middle element is 22 and the element to be searched is greater than that middle element. The meaning is the element to be searched is somewhere in the right side of middle element. Right side of middle element. Right side of middle element. So the meaning is I can discard this one. I can discard the left hand side. Only thing I have to consider is this right hand side. So there what happens? Only one element is there. Low, mid and up will be the same element. Here low becomes 2. How low becomes 2? Because we are searching on the right hand side of the middle element. So the lower limit will be mid plus 1. Mid plus 1. So that's how low becomes 2. Now low is 2, up is 2. So what is middle element? 2 plus 2 by 2. Low is 2, up is 2, 2 plus 2 by 2, that is 2. So now mid is 33. Again we will compare 33 with A of mid. 33 and 33 are matched. So the search is successful. So the search is successful. So in simple terms, what we are doing is we will find the middle element. If the element to be searched is less than that middle element, if the element to be searched is equal to middle element, we can say the search is successful. Otherwise, what we do is we will compare the element with middle element. We will compare the element to be searched with middle element. If element to be searched is less than middle element, the meaning is the element to be searched will be in left hand side of the middle element. So we will apply the same procedure in the left sub list. So this can be considered as a left sub list. The entire thing is a list. These three elements can be called as a left sub list. Here this 33 alone can be called as a right sub list. So if the element to be searched is greater than the middle element, we have to search in the right hand side part of the middle element. To make that searching possible, we are making some manipulations. So if the element to be searched is less than the middle element, then up value will be updated. The up value will be updated to mid minus 1. If the element to be searched is on the right hand side, low value will be updated. Low value will be updated. Sorry. If the element to be searched is in left hand side, up value will be updated, and if the element to be searched in right hand side, low value will be updated by applying mid plus 1. Is it clear? Is the mechanism clear? If it is clear, please type a clear message in the chat box. So always remember to apply binary search. First thing is we have to sort the array. Okay. The list is divided into two halves and the item is compared with middle element of the list. If the match is found, the location of the middle element is returned. The location of the middle element is returned. Otherwise, we search into either of the halves depending upon the result provided through the match. So anyway, this will be more clear when we see the example. Okay. So anyway, while we implement this binary search, I will use a function. So what are the inputs for searching an array? So for searching an array, we have two inputs. We have an array. Sorry, when we write functions, there will be three inputs. Then number of elements, then element to be searched, then element to be searched. And the important thing is, before applying binary search, we have to sort this array A. So input are array of sorted elements A, number of elements N, and element to be searched E. Okay, output, return position if found, otherwise 0. So if the element is found, then the position will be returned. So array will be there, N will be there, number of elements, and element to be searched will be there. So here we are searching 33. If the 33 is there in the array, so in the end result is it will return the value 2. That means position of 33. If I search 66, it will return 5. Position of 66. So here some integer value is returning. So some int will be there. As a return type, there will be an integer. So I am trying to write binary search using functions. Okay, and the algorithm first is start. Initially low will be 0, we already discussed. Up will be n minus 1. Up will be n minus 1. So here we have to do something repeatedly. So there will be a while loop. So I am executing steps 5 to 11 and the condition low less than or equal to up is true. Low less than or equal to up is true. Okay. So here I am searching 35. Here I am searching 35. And one thing you have to clear is, you must know is, 33 is not in the array. 33 is not in the array. So small mistakes are there in the PPT. That's why I'm making the corrections also. So if the search is, if the element is found, then the position will be returned. Otherwise, it will return minus 1. Otherwise, it will return minus 1. Here I am searching 35. Anyway, 35 is not in this array. So in the end, the function must return minus 1. The function must return minus 1 because the element is not in the array. So, okay. So while low less than or equal to up, anyway, low is 0, up is 7. So 0 less than or equal to 7 is true. So it will execute these steps. Anna Lal.
Yes, sir.
What will be the value of mid here in this example?
3.
Okay, 3, good. Rishi Sagar.
Yes, sir.
So whether this condition is true, E equal to A of mid. So here E
No,
is
sir.
35. Okay. Now, then what happens?
Next step,
Okay, is this condition true?
false answer.
Why it is false? What is E?
E35 only.
35. What is mid?
33.
Mid is 3.
3. Okay.
What is A of 3?
35. 33.
A of 3.
5.
A of 3 is 44.
44. True answer.
Okay, this condition is true. So up equal to mid minus 1. So what is mid? 3. So up becomes 2. Up becomes 2. So it will not go to this else part. It will check the condition. Low less than or equal to up. Low didn't change. Low is still 0. Low is 0. So 0 less than up. Up is 2. 0 less than 2 is true. So these steps will execute again. So now low is 0. Up is 2. Adarsh Kumar.
Yes, sir.
What is the new value of mid? What is the value of low? New value of low?
0, sir.
0. Okay. What is the new value of up?
2.
Up is 2. Okay. So what is mid?
Sorry, sir. Mid will be 2.
I didn't get you. What you said?
Sir,
Okay,
I will
can
mute.
okay, you mute your mic. Okay. So low is 0, up is 2. 0 plus 2 by 2 is 2. Sorry, 0 plus 2 by 2 is 1. So new mid value is 1. E equal to A of mid. 35 equal to 22 is false. 35 equal to 22 is false. Then E less than A of mid. 35 less than 22 is also false. Then it will go to this else part. Low equal to mid plus 1. Here mid is 1. So low becomes 2. Low becomes 2. Again we will test the condition. Low less than or equal to up. Low is 2. Up is 2. 2 less than or equal to 2 is true. Because equal to condition is there. These steps will be executing again. So now the condition of array to be searched is like this. We are only dealing with a single element. Up plus low plus up by 2. 2 plus 2 by 2 is 2. So mid is 2. If E equal to A of mid, 35 equal to 33 is false. So this will not execute. If E less than A of mid, E is 35, A of mid is 33. 35 less than 33 is false. Else condition will execute. Low equal to mid plus 1. Listen carefully, this statement will execute. Low equal to mid plus 1. Low becomes 3. Mid is 2. So low becomes 3. Then it will test the condition. Low less than or equal to up. Low less than or equal to up. Here low is 3. Up is 2. 3 less than or equal to 2 is false. 3 less than or equal to 2 is false. So these statements will not execute anymore. It will execute line number 12. Return minus 1. So the function will return value minus 1. The meaning is the search is unsuccessful. 35 is not in the list. Is it clear? Any doubt? Any doubt? You can type in the chat box or you can unmute the mic and ask. If it is clear, please reply with a clear message. So that's all about binary search. So we will try to execute. Now we will try to implement binary search. So here I am using some functions. So I already told you the binary search function will return integer value. So int binary search. The input will be 3 inputs will be there: array, a number of elements, and element to be searched. So I am making the declaration. You just listen carefully. While declaring, you have to give like this int and a box, because to indicate that the first argument will be an array. First argument will be an array. That's why I have given a box bracket, comma int, comma int. So the function declaration is not mandatory. Since we are passing some array, the function declaration looks like this. In the previous class, I forgot to mention about this. Last class, I think some Saksham asked this doubt. So last day, Saksham asked this doubt. At that time only, I remembered about that. So whenever you declare a function using function which contains array, you have to declare like this: int or the data type followed by the box bracket. So int binary search. I am using array a, int a, comma int n, because size of the array is also integer. Then int e. E is element to be searched. We have three variables: int, low, initial value is 0, then up, initial value is n minus 1. N minus 1 means this n minus 1, comma mid. then I have a condition there. If you remember that algorithm, it will be easy. Okay. Low equal to 0, up equal to n minus 1. Repeat step while low less than or equal to up. So the condition is low less than or equal to up. So you have to remember that condition. Mid equal to low plus up by 2. If E equal to A of mid, it is not returned 1. It is actually returned mid. So on one algorithm I used to return 1 and 0, because if it is found I returned 1, otherwise it is returned 0. So anyway, in the description I said it like it will return the position of that element. So that's why I am returning mid. Else if E less than A of mid, that means element will be in the left subarray. I have to make up equal to mid minus 1. Else low equal to mid plus 1. So our binary search is completed. So I already told you, to apply binary search in an element, we have to sort the array. We have to sort the array. So for sorting, I am using some algorithms. So I am just opening that bubble sort. So I am just copying bubble sort from this program and just copying bubble sort from this program. And I am pasting it in this program in binary search, because we need some sorting algorithm here. So I am declaring bubble sort also. So it is not mandatory. So now there is algorithm to sort an array and algorithm to apply binary search. Next I am writing the main function. Main. Int n, int e, because element to be searched will be there. I am declaring on array. Same array I am declaring with some larger size. I am giving some 50. You can give any size. Then printf enter number of elements scanf percentage d comma ampersand n. Then I have to read the array. That means if I enter 10, I have to store 10 elements in the array. For that I am using a for loop. For I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, scanf percentage d comma ampersand a of I declaring I. So now I have read array. So first thing is we have to sort the array. For that I am calling bubble sort. Bubble sort. We have two arguments, array and n. Here array, same name A, comma n, number of elements. So now when this function is executed, the array becomes sorted. Then I am reading on printing one more statement, print if enter element to be searched. So because I have to read E also. Scanf percentage %d, comma E. So now I have a sorted array and also number of elements and also element to be searched. So I can call binary search. So I'm declaring one more variable k, because binary search will return some value. To store that value, I'm using the variable k. K equal to binary underscore search. So if you remember the function, you can understand it very clearly. It is returning some value. That value has to be stored in some variable. That's why I used k here, k equal to. So first argument is array, second is n, third is E. So it will return a mid value or a -1 value. So if k equal to -1, printf element not found. Else element found. So this for loop is to read the array, then I am calling bubble sort, then I am reading enter element to be searched. Then I am applying binary search. I already told you if it return -1, the meaning is element is not in the array. Any other value, the meaning is element is there in the array. So I am executing the program. So errors are there, Mr. Semicolon. So enter number of elements. The number of elements is 8. I'm entering same elements 11. Sorry. You can enter in any order. I'm entering in 88, 11, 22, 77, 33, 44, 55, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 66. Then I am giving element to be searched. Here, first I am entering 33. So I didn't get the output. So let me check the program.
Sir, in line number 42, ampersand sign.
Line number 42, yeah, ampersand sign. One more problem is there. So here after that while loop there is a return statement. I missed it. So return -1. Okay. Let me try it again. 8 elements are there. So again, some problem is there. So one more line I am adding. Printf. So it's only for understanding purpose. Enter %d elements comma n. I'm giving 8. So I'm just entering in reverse order. So I'm giving 33. So element is found. So internally the array will get sorted, then only it will apply binary search, because I already called this bubble sort. So we'll try some other example also. I'm just giving 3. I'm entering 3 values, 4, 1 and 2. And I am giving 5, element not found. So this is binary search. Is it clear? Any doubt you can ask. Otherwise I will move to the new topic.
Sir,
Okay, I ask. Hello?
ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മള്
ആ.
ഹലോ
പേരെങ്ങനെയാ?
ഇപ്പൊ നമുക്ക്
പേര്
വരദ.
വരദ.
ഇതിലിപ്പോ നമുക്ക് എലമെന്റ് ഫൗണ്ട് എന്നല്ല കാണിച്ചേ, എലമെന്റ് ഫൗണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ അപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് അതിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻ, ഇപ്പൊ എത്രാമത്തെ പൊസിഷനിലാണ് എലമെന്റ് ഇരിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് അറിയാനപ്പോ നമ്മൾ എന്താ ചെയ്യാ?
So what Varada asking is, she want to know the position of element. Earlier 33 is successful, and she want to know how to print that position. The first thing is we will enter some values, and when we enter some values, the element is not sorted. So sometime we enter 33 first, then 33 will be in the first position. But after sorting, the position of 33 is changing. So if we print the position of that element, then it will print only the position of that element in the sorted list. If you try to print the position of that element, it will only print the position of that element in the sorted list. So anyway, I will add that thing also. So element found at %d. So anyway, it will be in k because it is returning a of mid k. So anyway, it's a very good doubt. Sometime in examination it may ask. So return the position of that element. So I'm giving some values: 77, 66, 44, 11, 55, 33, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 88. I'm giving 33. So element found at 2. Because while sorting, in 0th position, 11 will be there. In first position, 22 will be there. And in second position, 33 will be there. That's why I got element found at 2. I hope Varada's doubt is cleared now.